Make it happen, kid. Make it happen.
If there really is strength in numbers,
Hey, 2 down. Let's go. Come on now. Get out. There it is.
then what happens when one number is missing?
I see him, and I see him being on that field, and I see him in the dugout.
Among the many variables baseball players face,
Gotta beat him, Brady. Gotta beat him.
few will rival the one Coach Chad Morrison
Gotta protect. Let's go.
and his Thunder Rebels faced this season.
Watch the ball, buddy. Watch the ball.
He never stopped wanting to be great. Whoa.
Tyler was the team's natural. The very first hit of his life, years ago, scored 3.
He was 10. It's just such a cool day.
A really, really cool day for the player who would eventually embrace the number 4.
Rebels on 3. 1, 2, 3.
Variables. Before this season started, cancer claimed Tyler's life as it barged its way into the lives of every coach and teen on this team.
We're all right.
Yet few felt Tyler's death as acutely as Chad. For even though he considers each player a son,
It puts a lot of things into perspective.
only one was his son.
He asked me to keep coaching. He asked me to make sure that I took care of his friends and the people that he played with. And really, that's why I'm here, you know.
Tyler was a huge baseball fan, and Chad started with him very early as far as getting him started. He tried football, and he was like,
Mom knows the season could have gone on without them.
Chad and I, we talked, and we made a pact that we're going to stick with these kids that have been with us since they were 10 and see it through.
See it through, even though every inning, every out, every play would remind them of him, a boy who loved baseball so much that shortly after doctors used the words inoperable brain tumor, he told Make-A-Wish his final wish was to see Yankee Stadium with his dad and family.
Because they had a very, very deep bond, the love of the game, you know, they just were on that same wavelength.
Tyler and I always decided that us beating cancer wasn't going to be whether he lived or not. It was going to be whether we let it change who we were. And there are some days I doubt, you know, whether I was able to hold up my end of the deal sometimes.
It was gorgeous all day until I got here.
Even his hometown named its home dugout after the teen who spent many a day inside of it.
Thank you all so much. Wasn't expecting quite the crowd. I had a big bottle of champagne to use to christen the thing, but apparently that's for boats, not dugouts.
Try to do a knuckleball like Daddy where it ends up behind you.
Last year, not long after a chemo-swollen Tyler threw for the last time with his dad, the two had one final back and forth.
It was just him and I sitting downstairs, and he said, you know, Dad, I'm really tired. And I said, I know, buddy. Do you want to take a nap? And he said, do you want to take, you know? And he said, no, I'm okay. I think I'm okay. And he reached over and he grabbed my hand. He said, Daddy, I love you. I said, I love you too. And he said, I'm really tired. I think I'm going to go to sleep now. And that was the last time that I saw his eyes. But for us to have that moment together was something I'll never forget. Come on now, let's go.
Variables.
There you go, Joey.
In a sport full of them,
Good job, boys. Good job, boys.
Chad says near the end of this season,
Good job, guys.
he found it's one constant.
You guys played with an immense amount of heart.
Here, no one ever goes through this alone.
But I told you guys all at the very beginning of the season, the reason I'm here is because of you. The reason that I'm here is because every single one of you, it reminds me in some way, shape, or form of Tyler. Jackson, the way that all you ever want to do is win. Every time. The way Ethan can play damn near anywhere, or the way AJ catches behind the plate. Jared, wish I would have had you last year, right? But in the short time that you were with us, I know how much you cared about Tyler. I'll never forget that.
Whoever said there is strength in numbers
I can't thank you enough.
likely understood the lure of baseball.
Can we get a 4 on 3? 1, 2, 3.
With photojournalist Chris Hansen,
Good job, guys.
Chris Vanderveen, 9 News.